What is up, Reds? Welcome to the Sunday Summary. I appreciate your patience. Let's get into this. All right, I slept in. It's not the first time, but it is the first time I've been this late. So again, I appreciate you guys. We got a lot to get into today. The breaking news being Sadio Mane. Okay, Sadio Mane has decided to leave the club after many years. I think he has 1 year left on his deal, and this is according to Fabrizio Romano. Okay, I want to try to pull it up for you guys. And then also, we got to talk about the match yesterday, guys. We got to talk about the match yesterday. That's just I don't even know if I want to talk about the match yesterday, but kind of have to. So, good morning to everyone. How's everyone doing? I'm going to go and give some shout outs in the chat here in just a second. I want to pull up Fabrizio Romano's tweet here. And it's all over now. It's basically Sadio has decided to leave the club. We don't know where he's going as of yet. But yeah, I'll pull it up here. Let me share it with you guys. All right, here we go. So you guys will see now coming up on your screen. Excuse me. Sadio Mane has decided to leave Liverpool this summer. He's ready for a new experience after many special years with the Reds. It'll be confirmed to the club. Bayern are strong contenders. This is what we've known, but it's still open and not completed as Sadio wanted to wait for the final. So I'm not gonna lie, I was leaning towards this, like him wanting to leave after the quotes midweek where he was like, wait until after the final and you'll get all the answers you wanted. I was like, okay, it seems like Sadio is definitely, wanting to leave. It kind of sucks. It honestly kind of sucks. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm going over to the chat here. Say good morning to everyone. Shayna, Liz, Seek Chan, Harry Morgan, what's going on? Spence. What else we got? Oyvind. Oh man. Ian Richard, Aaron T. Good morning to everyone. Everyone seems like they're gutted all around. And guys, maybe that's the reason why I didn't wake up until the time I did. Honestly. Alexi, what's going on? Yeah, and I honestly give Alexi says it, he brings up a good point. He says, I respect it. I do give Sadio a lot of credit. The main thing, the reason I have respect for him is because he's won all he can win at the club. He's got a Premier League, he's got a Champions League. We just won the 2 cups this year. He's been part of the rebirth of this club under Jurgen Klopp. And he's not leaving in a bad way at all. Not even a little bit. I mean, Sadio Mane is going to go down as like one of the best wingers this club has ever seen. It's just sad. It's bad. It's sad timing, especially after the loss yesterday, to have to wake up and see Sadio Mane's leaving the club now. It is what it is, but that leaves the door open for Luis Diaz to get more playing time, which he's already getting a lot. Bobby Firmino and Jota to get back in the mix of regular football now that Sadio Mane is most likely not going to be playing the center forward spot. But again, this is no guarantee that, he's going to leave right this second, although I think there's going to be a lot of takers for Sadio Mane. I'm curious to see who we would bring in to replace him. We have Fabio Carvalho already getting ready to come in July 1st. Be on the lookout for that player profile as well. But, how do you replace a player like Sadio Mane? We all thought the same thing with Coutinho when Coutinho left, when Suarez left. Like, how do you replace a player like that? And we didn't really, bat an eye after that. Sadio Mane is different, though. He was one of the first players Klopp bought. to kind of rebuild this team. For a while it was Coutinho, Firmino, Mane in the front line. Mane played on the right, then he played on the left, then he played through the center this year. Amazing utility forward. Arguably one of the best forwards in the world for a short period of time when we made our Champions League runs. I don't know how I feel about it. I honestly don't know. Let's go over to the chat. See what everyone's saying. Tom Smith, good morning. All right, here we go. Liz says, "Yeah, we're probably going to do some stuff this summer, but let's go over to MD here. Carvalho is 19, still needs to learn our system and develop physically. We can't expect him to hit the ground running. Honestly, FSG need to show us they truly love us this summer." Tom Smith says, "We will get a few for him. And let's be honest, it's approaching the latter part of his career. Maybe time for us to rebuild the front three," which we've already done. Like, let's be honest, bringing Luis Suarez, Diogo Jota, we're already beginning that rebuild of the front three. Glenn says, "Put in a bid for Harry Kane." I have seen, links with inquiring about Harry Kane. I don't necessarily know how I feel about that. He's a great striker. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if that's what we need. Oh, excuse me. Kenneth, what's going on? Newest channel member, shout out to Kenneth. Hello, guys. Sad weekend. We need changes. We scored 0 goals in 3 finals. Tell me about it, Kenneth. Thanks for reminding us, my man. See, Chan, this is basically what I'm getting at. It's hard to replace Mane. There are very few players out there that can do what Mane does. In the sense that he can play on the wing and he can play through the middle. He's explosive. He's fast. Like Vinicius Jr., although he's mostly a winger, kind of reminds me of like peak Mane. Now, Vinicius is, a lot of people likely say that he's going to be better than Mane ever was. It's way too early to tell. But Sadio Mane has been a great player for this club, and it's going to be very difficult to replace him, especially when you look at the players we have now. Luis Diaz is really the only player with any sort of speed, and Mo Salah, of course, remotely close to what Sadio Mane had. All right. Vigor Lance. Or Viger. I apologize. I think Nkunku would be a good choice to replace Mane. Yes. A little bit of different positions. Nkunku is more of a midfielder, attacking midfielder, but he is versatile as well. He can play center forward. He's probably quick enough to play on the wing. Oyvind said, FSG going to bid 20 mil for Mbappe. I wouldn't be surprised. Man. And Kenneth, is Sadio Mane leaving? Yes, you can see here. I'll scroll up to the top so you guys can read the whole thing. Sadio Mane has decided to leave Liverpool this summer. That's big. I honestly give Sadio a lot of respect for this because it gives us the opportunity to sell him rather than getting into the season where he has 1 year left, by the way, and then saying he wants to leave, because it gives the club the opportunity to make some money as opposed to him leaving on a free. Now, Luis Talks brings up a good point. Darwin Nunez, another player we've been linked with for a while. I haven't watched enough of him to say whether or not, he's great. I honestly was not aware of him, guys. I'm going to get crucified for this. I was not aware of Darwin Nunez until we played Benfica. And I was like, all right, this guy's pretty good. But Again, Darwin Nunez, maybe I can pull up some stats for him. Not that stats really matter, but again, Darwin Nunez is more of a forward. We have versatile players up at the front already. You look at Luis Diaz, can in theory play both wings and in a left midfield spot. Diogo Jota plays center forward, can play on the left wing. But then you have the specialty players with Firmino plays center forward. Mo Salah plays right wing. I don't know. It'll be very interesting. Let's see what MD says here. Honestly, guys, I love Jota, but when he doesn't score, he offers nothing. Not fast and skillful enough. His all-around play is not very good. He's a poacher. He's a poacher. When he's good, though, he's good. And one thing I'll say is he offers us an aerial presence, which a lot of people don't think about. He offers us a very good aerial presence. This show is completely turning into the Sadio Mane show, but that's good. I'd rather talk about Sadio Mane than the loss yesterday. Honestly, I would. I'd rather talk about this than losing. So hopefully you guys are okay with all of that. But yeah, well, I don't even know what I was talking about here. What were we talking about? I got to go back up to the comment. Oh, Jota. Look, Jota's good, man. Look at the stats from this year. I mean, Jota's stats have been excellent. Excellent. He is a poacher though. When he's off, I agree. Like really the latter part of the season, with the exception of like the one goal he had, I can't remember what game it was. I think it was a Premier League match. He's not the greatest playmaker. So I agree with what you're saying. But when Jota's on, he's on, man. I mean, Jota was a game changer when he started getting in that center forward spot over Roberto Firmino for a while. He was a game changer. And he cooled off. You can't be that level of hot for as long as Jota was. Liz, I think that Klopp, Ward, and the transfer team will strengthen our squad this summer. Absolutely. And if we look at, our earnings in the Champions League have been well over £100 million. We're probably going to get some money from the sale of Sadio Mane this summer. All of this you got to take into account. This is going to be a big summer, guys. You also have the likes of Fabio Carvalho coming in. We got to figure out the Mo Salah situation. He has said, I'm definitely going to be at the club for one more year, which is concerning because Salah could leave on a free if he decides to leave. Okay. Michelangelo says Liverpool needs an attacking midfielder. That's what Fabio Carvalho is. But you look at the likes of Chelsea. This is Luis Talks brings up a good point. Chelsea's new owners have given them enough. It is mind-blowing how much money Chelsea have spent on players over the last 5 years. And if they get a budget of $200 million this summer, I honestly want to punch a wall. It's unreal how much money they've spent. But the reported value is a $200 million transfer budget this summer. It's unreal. You spent under Frank Lampard, you got Ben Chilwell, Hakeem Ziyech, Christian Pulisic. You just bought Lukaku for $115 million. Timo Werner, Kai Havertz. I could go on and on about Chelsea. It's unreal. Yeah. Anyways. MD says, I think Klopp and FSG were going all out for Mbappe this summer. Mane was always going to be the sacrificial lamb. Unfortunately, things didn't go according to plan with Mbappe. And that's fine. That's football. That's football. Of the front three, I agree. Mane, unfortunately, was always going to be the sacrificial lamb. For a while, I was in the boat that Mane was one that you can't get rid of. But, he hasn't renewed his contract, and Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know. Jody, what's going on? Jody says, is this a good summer? Bowen, Nunez, Fabio Vieira, Carvalho. Bowen, Nunez. Yeah, I'd say that's okay. I'd say Darwin Nunez would be a great get. I really do. I think that would be a really good one. And Jared Bowen, a quiet, like 18 goals, 13 assists, roughly thereabouts, maybe 17 goals throughout the Premier League this season. Quality player. Reminds me a lot of Salah. Spencer, Chelsea's new owner, part of the Dodgers. They're probably going to spend lots of money. Guys, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. It's just it's remarkable how much money these clubs spend. We need Lewandowski and Christopher Nkunku. Lewandowski's going to Barca. Okay. Christopher Nkunku, I would love to get Christopher Nkunku. I'd be surprised if we got Christopher Nkunku, though. Christopher Nkunku, if you guys, he has already played for PSG, so let's rule that out. I mean, he could always go back. He could always go back to PSG. But, you know. Oh, God. I don't. Who would be a likely get to replace Sadio? Are we even going to replace Sadio? I think we need to. You can't just let a player like Sadio Mane walk or sell him. And then, despite Luis Diaz being an excellent buy, he doesn't offer the versatility that Sadio Mane does. Bobby's not getting any younger. We saw what can happen when Jota's not in great form. And not to mention, guys, we had 3 finals where we didn't score. We kind of need some explosiveness and clinical finishing up at the front at the moment. Harry Kane. That's a thought. I'm telling you guys, Tottenham aren't letting Harry Kane go. It's just not happening. Can Kiwi says Diaz was manhandled all day yesterday. Yeah, well, it's hard when you're getting double and triple teamed. And Liz brings up a good point. I think there's a plan or Klopp would not have extended his contract. I agree. Because I mean, I agree with you, Liz. I'm just thinking out loud here because Klopp extended for another 4 years, or not another 4 years, another 2 years. It's bringing him to 4 years. And for him to do that, he obviously wants support of the director of football, who's going to be Julian Ward come this summer after Michael Edwards is most likely going to accept the job at Madrid, which oh God, that's insane. Madrid are going to be a problem in the transfer market. The question lies with our approach in the future, right? We have a change in the director of football. Julian Ward has been mentored he's being mentored under what's his face? God, I'm forgetting his name now. Michael Edwards for this season. Will there be any change in how we acquire players? In other words, are we going to be very particular and borderline cheap with how we get players under Julian Ward? Or are we going to be a little bit more laissez-faire about how we spend money? Again, I brought up the fact that we had 109 million pounds roughly from the Champions League. And then in addition to any sales we have this summer. I think we do need to take a laissez-faire approach. I think we need to not care so much about how much money we spend, given our recent successes. We got so much money this season from competitions, I understand that we're expanding Anfield Road. I get that. I get that there's a lot of different projects going on at the club. But I mean, you got Sadio Mane, who's now said he's leaving this summer. Don't be shy. Splash some cash, man. Man City are getting Holland. Mane's leaving. And I'm not saying just go and overspend for a player just to bring one in. Obviously, still get the right players. But I mean, don't be frugal. Don't do another Timo Werner situation. Although we did dodge a bullet with that one. It's just something to think about. It's just something to think about. I do want us to spend carefully, but don't miss out on opportunities because you're scared to spend money. However, it has worked for us in the past, so what do I know? What do I know? Let's go over to the chat here. Darwin Nunez would be a good replacement, but we'll probably sell Mane for a stupidly low price. Well, the links are saying that Sadio could be available for anywhere between 30 and 50 million, given he has 1 year left on his contract. Is he worth more than that? Absolutely. Absolutely, he's worth more than that. All right. Now, while we're on the topic, all right, I want to go take a look at Darwin Nunez real quick. See what how he's doing with statistics. All right. Huh. And the first link that comes up is Man United are extremely close to signing Darwin Nunez. Who wants to go to Man United right now? I don't know, dude. I don't know. We'll see. But let's pull up Darwin Nunez here in the transfer market thing. Guy's just 22 years old. Wow. Wow. In the Portugal League, 28 appearances, 26 goals, and 4 assists. Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. That's actually incredible. And in the Champions League, he's got 10 appearances with 6 goals. In total, 41 appearances, 34 goals, and 4 assists. That's remarkable. That is absolutely remarkable. All right, Jody, I really hope there's a plan that Mane's replacement wasn't Diaz. Why is everyone? I think Diaz is a great player. I wouldn't peg him as Mane's replacement. He's a really good player, though. What is Mane's release clause? I don't think Mane has a release clause. Next season, I need us focusing on the Prem and Champions League. Well, I think we've been doing that every season, to be fair. What else we got in here? Harry Morgan says Mane is worth 60 to 80 mil, and I agree 100%. He's definitely up there. However, he has 1 year left on his deal, so we could probably finesse about 50. But, Steve is on vacation, by the way. So Aurelian Tchouameni, this is the one that's been going back and forth between us and Madrid. Tchouameni likely going to Madrid, according to the most recent reports. But that's another midfielder that we didn't miss out on. We were pursuing, if you believe any of the reports. But it seems like he's off to Madrid. Good morning, Casey. What's going on? Ross Ford here says Hassem Aouar is available for about 13 million. We should get rid of Ox and add some quality depth in the midfield. There's an idea. I actually kind of like that right there. Hassem Aouar. Mohamed, none of us want Mane to leave, trust me. But it might be time to freshen up. I mean, Mane's 30. I'm not saying that 30's old, but 30's old. Shayna, I'm sure we'll get some unknown players coming to LFC next season. And honestly, you're not wrong. Steve went on vacation because he needs to deal with all this pressure. He doesn't know it's all pressure. It's all pressure. Let me see if there's links with Nunez to doesn't Transfermarkt usually do links? Like recent links? Here we go. Transfers and rumors. Let's do latest transfers. Let's do. Oh God, no! This is not what I wanted. Let's do Premier League. Lo Celso, Villarreal. These are the latest ones. Jorginho going to Juventus? What? Javi, there's another one. 30% evaluated. Javi to Barca or to Liverpool. This is one we've been consistently linked with Javi for a while now. That's an interesting one. Joe Gomez to Aston Villa. There's another link. I highly doubt Joe Gomez is going to Aston Villa. All right, so there's the Javi one. I haven't seen anything regarding Darwin Nunez here, even though we've been linked with that. Let me just click on Liverpool and maybe there's an update. Sadio Mane to Bayern Munich, 66%. Aurelien Tchouameni, Monaco to Liverpool. It had been agreed, and then it's not agreed anymore. Oh, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yep. All right, anyways, coming back to you guys here. Let's see what's going on. I think Iba will be amazing in a couple years. There's no question. If we're talking about Ibrahima Konate, we got a steal for Ibrahima Konate. The man is going to be one of the best defenders in the world. I'm telling you that right now. So, Mane has decided to leave Liverpool this summer, by the way, just because I had Steven just text. If Steven watched the show, he'd know. He has decided to leave this summer. So this is good for Liverpool in the sense that Liverpool will still have an opportunity to sell him as opposed to him leaving on a free. So Liverpool can recoup some of their money. And to be frank, all of the money they've given him over the course of his contracts here at Liverpool will be recouped and then some. However, I don't know if we're in a net profit given how much we paid for Sadio Mane. Most likely not. But again, we'll probably recoup most of the money, so we'll break even. We should take Gnabry in return. Nah, I'm good. You want Dembele from Barca? I can't get behind that. Can't get behind that, man. Jota and Matip should have started. I disagree 100%. I think Konate was excellent. I think Konate is probably the only one with the athletic ability that could have dealt with Vinicius the way he did. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who's tuning into the stream. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also give the stream a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. All right, let's go back. I want to stop sharing here with Sadio Mane, and I want to share some of this that we're completely not talking about. Actually, no, we are. We absolutely are. Our changes needed next season. So let's look. All right, so this is the rumor mill with Liverpool at this point in time. Okay, this is according to Transfermarkt, so don't crucify me. Okay. We got Javi is the most recent one. Okay. Now, let's go to the update here. Gavi has taken no time to establish himself as a key figure for Barcelona despite being only 17. Javi's time at Camp Nou could be drawing to a close already with Liverpool keen on signing him. This is according May 29th. This is recent. Okay. I don't know how reliable the hard tackle is, but what's his current contract? Let's see what Javi's current contract is. His contract expires next summer. So this would be like another Sadio Mane situation where yes, his value is 66 million US dollars, but likely we'll get him for less because of the remaining time on his contract. 34 appearances, 2 goals, 6 assists. He's made some caps for Spain. And according to the Barca president, he says, I don't like the situation. So who knows? Maybe we'll get Javi or Javi or whatever you want to call him. What do you guys think about the Javi situation? Any buyout on Javi? There's a good question. Let's go back and we'll see. Buyout. Show me buyout. I don't know. Is there just a contract button I can hit? I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I'm not looking in the right place. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, I wish I could answer that. But let's go to Darwin Nunez's now. Okay. I'm not seeing him in the recent links to Liverpool. So this guy, the statistics for this guy are remarkable. Okay. And I'll just pull it up for you guys here. Look at this. 28 appearances, 26 goals, and 4 assists. And now this is in the Portuguese league. Now remember, if we looked at our boy Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz had, what did he have? 13 goals, 4 assists. So Darwin Nunez was turning up. His market value is less, which is actually surprising. I think it has to do with his age, to be honest with you. But his market value has skyrocketed recently. He's also has 8 appearances with 2 goals for Uruguay. So, hey, there we go. What other players are we linked with, guys? Rafael Leao I could do without. Mane's going to miss Liverpool culture and friendships. Of course he is. Every player who leaves here, it's not about missing the club. Sadio's not doing this to spite Liverpool, guys. I just want everyone to understand that. He's not doing this. He's not leaving to spite Liverpool. He's leaving because he wants a new challenge. That's it. That's all it is. It's not that he doesn't like the club. It's that he wants a new challenge. And that's fine. Credit to him. You know, if he wants to leave, leave. We're not going to keep anyone here who doesn't want to be here. We're not going to keep anyone here who wants another challenge. Go for it. He's leaving the club in a respectful way. He's not leaving like Coutinho, where we're right on the verge of something great, and then he's like, I want to go to Barcelona. Sadio Mane has decided to do this. And so good for him. We're going to miss him. We're going to miss his versatility. He's been an amazing player for this club. But we can't keep him forever. Can't keep him forever. We got to get someone else. You know, maybe it's a money thing. You know, maybe Maybe he just wants to play for Bayern Munich. You never know. You really never know. Rafinha isn't good enough. Who's talking about Rafinha? Who's talking about Rafinha? Rafinha's probably going to Barcelona anyway. Barcelona need to figure it out, by the way. I just want to say, Barcelona are in shambles. They're always buying someone new, and now they're in trouble of not being able to pay the wages of Memphis Depay and all these other players who they might let walk because they can't pay it. Frankie de Jong is another player. That club is in shambles. You're right. Maybe he does want big money. So a lot of talk about the backup right back. We've been linked with that not Jacob Ramsey. It's not Jacob Ramsey. Who is it? Something Ramsey. I'll pull it up for you guys so you can see. Here it is. Calvin Ramsey, Aberdeen. There's no percentage here as to whether he's coming or not. But this is a heavy link. Let's pull it up. Scottish. 22 appearances in the Scottish Premiership. He got 1 goal, 5 assists. Plays right back. He can also play right midfield, very similar to Trent. Contract expires in 2024. And that's all I got. He also got 4 assists in the qualifying rounds of the UEFA Europa Conference League, that's pretty impressive, guys. So this is pretty interesting. I want to pull up Nico Williams and compare him to Nico Williams' stats. Because Nico Williams is our backup right back who's at Fulham right now on loan. Another Scouser. I mean, he's Wales, but I'm pretty sure he grew up in Liverpool. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's a Scouser. 2 goals, 2 assists for this guy. Okay. In the EFL Cup, he also has 2 assists as well. So in 23 appearances, 2 goals, 5 assists. So a more competitive league, similar stats. Wow, he only had 14 appearances, though. That's surprising to me. That is very... Oh, well, he only went there for half a season, right? Pretty sure he went there in January. Yeah, January. That's when he went to the loan. Okay. Got it. So 14 appearances. He's an academy graduate. That's what I thought. Rui 2001 says if we're losing... Excuse me, guys. If we're losing Mane this summer, we better sign someone big, an actual number 9. I could see it, guys. Darwin Nunez is one of those guys. Let's pull up Christopher Nkunku also, because he's another player that can play center forward. His contract expires in 2024. Pretty expensive player. Wow, this guy. 34 appearances, 20 goals, 15 assists. Plays as a second striker. Can also play as attacking midfield and center forward. This is the ideal player. Man United again? Who wants to go to Man United right now? Wow. Look at these stats. 51 appearances in all competitions this season. 35 goals and 20 assists. That is a remarkable season for this young man. Wow. Get him. Get Christopher Nkunku, bro. Get him now. Now, please. That is remarkable. Let me share the screen with you guys so you can see this. Look at this. Absolutely remarkable. Plays exactly the position, center forward. But again, that's Jota, right? And we got Bobby Firmino still as well. Christopher Nkunku, would he want to come and play at Liverpool? Probably. I'm sure there's plenty of other clubs who are linked with him as well. I want to go to transfers here and maybe there's some links. Nah, just when he went from PSG to Leipzig. Now this was in 2019, so I think he's coming up on his 4th season, and he's 24 years old, right in that range that Liverpool like to buy at. Could be an interesting one. We're not currently linked with him though. We're not currently linked with him, guys. So there might be something, behind the scenes. He might be too expensive, but Christopher Nkunku seems like one of those players where it's like him, Darwin Nunez, and Holland right now, who are like some of the top producing forwards, quote unquote forwards in the world right now. We just looked at Darwin Nunez's stats; those are remarkable. But you can't just look at a player who's good and say, "Oh, we're linked with him. We can get him." It's not how it works. This guy might want to stay at Leipzig. I doubt he wants to stay there much longer. And he might want to make a bigger move. He might want to make a bigger move. He might want to go back to PSG. I doubt it. He might want to go to a Man United. I can't imagine anyone want to go to Man United right now. It just doesn't make sense. It just absolutely does not make sense. But hey, let's go to rumors. Maybe there's some rumors surrounding him. So Arsenal and Man United. And these were a while back. The most recent link with Man United was on the 27th. So let's pull that up. All right, so the Twitter or the source is actually ESPN. Man United have added Christopher Nkunku to their list of summer transfer targets of interim manager Ralph Ragnick urged the club to step up their interest. And that's the thing. Is he going to be tempted by a new project? Is he going to be tempted by a new project? I don't know. All right. I am broken today. I'm proud of the team and Jurgen Klopp, but the last 7 days have been heartbreaking. In the long run, we needed to sell one of the front three, but I'm feeling anxious. And that's completely natural. That's how I feel too. And that's why I kind of don't want to talk about the result. I kind of just want to resume talking about transfers. How can we improve next summer? You know what I mean? All right, what else we got? Jude Bellingham, Fabio Carvalho. That's another one. I want to show you guys Fabio Carvalho because this kid, and I'm making a transfer a player profile. I can't talk. I'm making a player profile for him that'll be coming out soon. I haven't decided if I want to drop it this week or if I want to wait until he actually signs. I think I'm going to end up dropping it this week though. It's about 80% complete. I want to put some finishing touches on it. But this guy is good. All right, let me show you guys. All right. So, 36 appearances in the championship. He's got 10 goals, 8 assists. He also has 1 goal in the FA Cup. Now, those stats may not seem that great. Okay? But you got to take into account he's 19 years old. Fulham have a 20% sell-on clause as well. So that's probably one of the reasons. That's probably one of the reasons we couldn't get the move over the line in January. Because remember, he's joining us on a free. So likely they were upcharging us in January because of the 20% sell-on clause. They wanted to basically offset that amount. But he's joining us for free, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And you see here, he's the championship's most exciting young talent. And if you watch this guy play, you'll know exactly why. He's a problem. He's really good. Now, will that translate over to the Premier League? Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see. But the kid is a problem. We'll all need some positive content. I'll think about dropping it soon. I'll probably drop it this week, guys. So if you're interested in the Carvalho player profile and you want me to drop it this week, give me a thumbs up right now in the chat. Like the stream, of course. But you know what? No. I'm going to think of another. Give me a yes if you want me to drop it this week in the chat. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Got one yes. I'll probably drop it. Yes. All right. Yes. Nice. Okay, I'll drop it this week then. I've read that Liverpool will expect to sell Mane for more than 30 million with their placement lined up. What position does Gnabry play? I'm hoping FSG open up the checkbook. We've generated a lot of funds, and that's what I was talking about earlier. We absolutely have generated a lot of funds. This season. Gnabry's a winger. I mean, I don't know if I don't want him. A lot of yeses coming in. I love it, guys. All right, I'll drop it this week. MD says we better not give Milner an extension. Ox, Keita need to go, and Jones sent out on loan. I was talking about this the other day. Curtis Jones is solid. Curtis Jones is a solid midfield option. But James Milner, he might extend a year. We saw it when he starts, regardless of who it's against. When James Milner starts, he's a problem. Okay, he created the most chances of anyone on the pitch, I think, against, was it Aston Villa? I think it was Aston Villa. He created the most chances of anyone on the pitch. It's just something to keep in mind. And that's from a CDM role. Guys. So, Keita, there's links with him extending his contract. Joe Gomez is another player where his contract linked with a contract extension. These are all things to think about. I don't know. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised to see what we can pull off. But I just want to say, guys, as we wrap up here, it's hard to be upset. I mean, it's hard not to be upset. And trust me, I know, because I'm upset. I'm upset about the result yesterday. Now I'm upset that Mane's leaving. But don't get down. So much easier said than done, but don't get down. Stay positive, okay? Although we only won 2 out of 4 trophies, we were in the running for every possible trophy. We played every match possible throughout the whole season. It's a remarkable achievement, okay? Now, given the results, the loss in the Premier League by 1 point, mind you, and the loss in the Champions League, there's going to be talk of who do we need to acquire. And especially now with Mane coming out saying he wants to leave, it's understandable. So let's just embrace this whole process now. We're starting to have a little bit of turnover in the squad, okay? And that's going to happen. Sadio Mane's been here since, 2016? There's going to be some turnover in the squad. Let's embrace all these new players that we're getting. Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota. I want Bobby to stay, man. I still think Bobby's got something to offer. Let's embrace it. Fabio Carvalho is coming in. We're linked with Gavi, Darwin Nunez. I'm looking forward to this summer, guys. I appreciate everyone being here. Make sure you slap a like on the video if you enjoyed the stream. And look out for some clips. I'm going to do some clips on the Sadio Mane front later today. And we'll go from there, guys. All right? Thanks for your patience as well. I know it was a little late today, so shout out to you guys. And be on the lookout for the player profile later this week. All right? Enjoy your Sunday and your Memorial Day if you're here in the United States. Until next time, Reds, take care.